The Bachelor dude's here, and we're watching Bachelor in Paradise. In Paradise.
Featuring Sammy, the newest cast member.
Ashley is about to lose her virginity. As a 25-year-old virgin, what's your thought?
Very funny joke.
There they are. The Bachelor dudes are back. They're taking their talents to paradise to break down this week's steamy two-night Bachelor in Paradise from a dude's perspective. Joining me now, as always, are People Now's resident Bachelor dude, Sam, Sammy, and introducing our newest Bachelor dude, Darren. A big round of applause. Oh my gosh. Welcome back, guys. So good to see you. And thanks for that little glimpse into your viewing parties. Tell me what sets apart a Bachelor dude viewing party, a Bachelor in Paradise. I understand there might be some fantasy football going on.
So ideally in a Bachelor dude viewing party, you have a fantasy football draft going on. That's just best case scenario.
It makes sense.
Multitasking, a little bit of sports.
We've been doing fantasy drafts for the last 6 months. Just to remember.
And some good color on what's going on screen as well. Of course, let's talk Ashley I. That you guys mentioned it there. Her virginity has been a question since Chris Soule's season. It continues. Now it's like, my gosh, she might be ready to go all the way. Let's take a look at a clip, and then we're going to get back and discuss this.
Tonight's a huge night. I feel like it's the turning point for my relationship with Jared. So the fantasy suite usually goes along with like thoughts of sex, and everyone knows I'm a virgin.
Are you excited to stay the night with her?
Yeah.
Are you gonna get romantic? Kissy kiss?
We'll see how the night goes.
Yeah.
Play it by ear.
Even though I'm a virgin, I think it's still fine to go to the fantasy suite. I am physically attracted to Jared enough to the point where I'm fine with the thought of doing anything.
Man, will she go all the way? We'll have to wait until next week to find out. But until then, losing your virginity in paradise, good idea or bad idea, Darren?
I personally think it's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
You are setting this. You're setting the bar so high for your first time. You're going to be in Mexico. She's already said that she's in love with Jared, and you know, in a week when they leave paradise, she could be sitting on the street by herself.
It's so true. And so then the follow-up to that, of course, losing your virginity to Jared, good idea or bad idea?
I get a vibe from Jared. He's taking a lot of virginities. I would say no.
You think he's a villain?
I think he's a good guy. I think you can do a lot worse than Jared is your first time. Go for it, Ashley.
Listen, terrible advice. If she's
go
long,
for it.
you don't want to do it on the show. Of
When
all
in
things.
Rome.
Oh my! So all right, let's take the poll then. By this time next week, will we find out that she is a virgin still or not? What do you say?
I think she's gonna get a bout of cold feet. Still a virgin next week.
Okay.
I think still a virgin next week as well.
Okay.
I think Jared bows out, and I think she's still a virgin.
Oh wow! You think that's how it goes?
Yeah.
Like maybe he feels a little guilty about it or something
I mean,
like that.
she's 27. It's
Okay.
paradise. I'm not
Well,
sure.
obviously not everyone in Paradise is a virgin. The one and only Chris Bukowski back, of course, returned in a blaze of glory. His 5th time on a Bachelor franchise show. I don't know if he has a job or what. How much do they pay this guy? I don't know. But how much is too much when it comes to him?
3.
Yeah. Meaning drinks, meaning times on shows, or what?
Drinks.
All right.
I personally think we could use more Chris Bukowski. 5 for me is not enough. I think he needs to be the Bachelor. I think he needs to be on the Bachelorette. He needs to be on every season. There should be a Chris Bukowski clause.
Well, I think it's pretty much, maybe that's happening behind the scenes. We're just not aware of it. And Darren, another new face this week was Mackenzie. She had a pretty, bizarre date with Justin. Does this count as our latest Bachelor wedding? What do you think?
I mean, she certainly thought it did. She was tied to a rope with him. The smoke everywhere. She kept going back to the house and was like, "We're married, we're married." Justin was not very pleased after the
At
date.
the very least, it was very ceremonious. So
Yes,
there's something to say there. What would you do if you take a girl on a date who thinks she just married you? It's kind of a weird moment.
I think it would be a big breakdown in communication between the two of us.
To say the least.
That would be a sign of really bad things to come. So that would probably be the end. So far on all my dates, there's been no ambiguity on marriage. So once I came into the picture, there'd be something wrong.
Big question mark. If that's a question mark, you're in trouble. All right, let's talk about this week's most shocking moment. Samantha sending home Joe. Big deal, of course. Yes. This all coming after, Joe thinking that she could be the one, they could be right for each other. Did Joe get played here?
Yeah, Joe got played badly.
He really did, right?
Yeah,
So gullible.
I'm really confused. I mean, Samantha looks beautiful on TV, but people there are obsessed with her. I would love to see her in person. She must just be stunning.
She's got those eyes. They are mesmerizing.
Yes.
I think everyone falls under her spell. It's the kind of thing where you want to say to Joe, like, the old adage, if they'll do it with you, they'll do it to you. That cannot be more true than what's happening here. with
Joe
Samantha.
Joe needs a mentor on this show.
Yeah.
He was trying to do it by himself, and he was trying to fight every other guy, and he wasn't listening to any advice. I think he's going home in about the state he deserves to go home.
All right.
I hadn't heard that adage, so thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome, guys, and take that. A little
Yeah.
piece of advice as you move forward in your dating lives. All right, we've been Joe fans around here since he first broke out the hair gel on Caitlyn's season. How did he go from fan favorite to villain? What was the tipping point when it comes to Joe?
I think the tipping point is usually when you play the single mom, when you take advantage of her on the show to get dates. That's not usually the person to take advantage of, so that really quickly shifted everything.
That's for sure. I think his tipping point was when the way he handled the breakup on Caitlyn's season. It was just, he was so
was a terrible
ungraceful about it, right?
I actually
Wow.
didn't blame him for that. I thought that was it was an honest drunk moment from him. He was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get out of here.
All right,
I don't want to be here
as honest
anymore.
drunk moments go, it was a good one, I
Yeah, it
guess.
was.
3 fan favorites who will never be turned to villains around here are these Bachelor dudes. Be sure to follow these guys on Twitter. Their live tweet sessions are the stuff of legend in these parts. Sam, Sammy, and Darren, good to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Good to see you guys, as always.
Thank you.